As a teacher, it is important to have the right environment for both learning and teaching. It is vital that our students hear what is being taught and that the instructors are not straining their voices to be heard. When a student cannot hear what's being taught, information is lost. Studies have shown that when teachers compensate for trying to speak above just the ambient noise of the classroom, vocal strain on the instructors over time can cause permanent damage. A typical day in the classroom requires that I am to be the focal point when teaching my lesson plan. Once I get my students' attention, it is important that they stay focused and engaged on what the assignment or task at hand may be for that lesson. No matter how organized or prepared for the day my lesson may be, information being taught is still at risk due to the fact that I may not be heard at the back of the room or a student is not paying attention due to some other distraction. When our school district approved amplified learning in our classrooms, we did have some initial concerns.
Today is the first day of the week on Monday.
My first concern was how I would hold a microphone an entire school day. Atlas Learn provided several options with the microphone and an adjustable lanyard that even attached my teacher ID. To my surprise, the lightweight microphone could be worn easily so I could still keep my hands free. The lanyard also uses a breakaway magnetic clip, keeping safety in mind. After using the microphone, I have found that my class understands me better and more attention is given to the content of my lessons. My class is engaged on the subject matter being taught. Our district also chose to use the optional headset unit. I personally like the headset-worn mic as it works seamlessly with my teaching style and how I interact with my students. The microphones allow for an all-encompassing lesson plan and not just for the front row. The entire class becomes involved as now every lesson becomes a presentation and I don't have to strain my voice.
And vegetation.
I can plug in the head-worn mic or even an MP3 or DVD player for multimedia use. By simply detaching the microphone from the lanyard, my students can use the microphone as well. We can also use both microphones at the same time if needed. Not only do I become a better teacher, but my kids actually become better students. In fact, they become presenters and public speakers. They enjoy using the microphones, and even the quietest of students are now heard. The size and weight allow the microphones to be easily passed about and utilized anywhere in the classroom. My students not only enjoy using the microphones, they look forward to using them as it shows the rest of the class it is officially their turn to speak and be heard. There's a sense of empowerment and learning that's shared throughout the class when using the Atlas Learn system.
Very good. What comes after Monday? Tuesday. And then? Wednesday. Thursday. Friday. Saturday. Very good.
I'm truly happy with our Atlas Learn experience, and I'm sure the long-term benefits will far surpass the minimal investment in our children's educational advancements.
Very good. And do they
The Atlas Learn AL2430 Amplified Learning System is comprised of several key parts to make it easy and fun to use. The centerpiece of the system is the ALPH wireless infrared microphone and transmitter. This ergonomically designed unit can be used as a handheld piece, worn around the neck supported by a breakaway lanyard, or attached to a belt or pocket in conjunction with a headset microphone. The system includes two ALPH units, which can either be configured for use by the teacher with full functionality or by a student with limited functionality. Each ALPH microphone is labeled either A or B, signifying which IR channel it operates on and what volume control on the included amplifier controls its master volume level. The ALPH has easy-to-use soft touch controls located on either side of the unit. Each unit has buttons for mode, unit power, volume control, panic, and mute, all of which have differing functions based on what mode the unit is configured for. The ALPH can be configured for either student or teacher use via a slide switch located in the battery compartment that locks or unlocks the microphone. Remember, in the student or locked out position, all buttons are disabled and the unit will only function as a microphone. Once the ALPH is powered on, pressing the mode button will switch it between mode 1 and mode 2. Mode 1 is signified by only the front right LED lighting up. In mode 1, the volume control will increase or decrease the volume of that microphone only. The power button easily turns the unit on and off to help save battery life when the microphone is not in use. Additionally, a function that is unique to Atlas Learn is the panic mode function. Should an emergency arise in your classroom, you have the ability to use the microphone with an alarm or compatible PA system such as Atlas Sound Control-Com or Verizone to signal an emergency situation back to an office or centralized source. This is achieved simply by holding the panic and mode buttons simultaneously for 3 seconds. Finally, the mute button allows the user to mute the microphone without having to power it off. Mode 2 is signified by both front LEDs lighting up. In Mode 2, the volume control will increase or decrease the volume of all external sources connected to the system, like DVD players, computers, etc. Additionally, in Mode 2, the mute button mutes all of these external sources. The power button functions the same as in Mode 1, and the panic button can still be used to signify an in-class emergency by holding the panic and mode button simultaneously for 3 seconds. The Atlas Learn system operates using infrared technology. Each system includes 2 infrared receivers, but up to 3 can be used that are installed strategically in the classroom to ensure uniform reception from any location in the room. The microphones each have 6 transmit points, so they ensure they won't be accidentally covered up during use. The advantage of infrared is it will not interfere with any other wireless signals, or be subject to crosstalk from other classrooms. Atlas Learn's coverage area with one IR receiver is around 150 feet. That's nearly twice what most competitive systems offer. The microphones include rechargeable AA batteries that last up to 8 hours on average, and can be recharged nightly in the charging station. The station can also charge 4 additional batteries, so you never have to worry about being without power. Determining if the transmitter is ready for use is easy. A red LED means the batteries are charged, and a green LED means the unit is fully charged and ready to go.